Stay tuned to find out how to create these hydro-dipped jars. To begin this project, you'll take white spray paint and paint your glass jars. This will give a smooth base for the paint to adhere to once you dip your jars. Once your jars are dry, you'll begin the hydro dip process. What you'll need is a basin of water and the spray paint colors of your choice. You're going to begin adding your colors to your basin of water. For this first dip, I'm starting with gold, and then I'm going to add a little bit more of white, and then I'm going to add black. I'm going to keep alternating these colors just to build up the paint and to allow the colors to be more intricate. I'm now taking a stick trying to mesh the colors, but they kind of dried on the top of the water, so I'm going to add a little bit more spray paint to go ahead and fill in those gaps and make sure that I'm able to cover the entire jar in one dip. I'm also adding a little bit of glitter just because this is going to be decorations for my New Year's Eve party and I want them to really pop. Now it's time to dip your jar. You want to dip your jar at an angle, allowing the paint to cover the entire surface. For the second jar, I'm going to use just black and gold. So I'm going to start by spraying the water with the black spray paint, and then I'm going to go in and spray the water with the gold spray paint. And I'm going to keep alternating these colors, just adding them just until I see fit. And then once I get the colors looking like I want them to on the top of the water, I'm going to add a little bit of silver glitter to this one, just again for a little additional sparkle. And it sits right on top of the water and you can still see it. Then I'm going to add a little bit more spray paint, and then I am also going to dip this jar. Again, you want to dip your jar at an angle, making sure the paint covers the entire surface, and then you also want to clear the surface of the water when you're pulling the jar out. Between dips, I just ran my hand along the surface, clearing off any additional paint. For jar number 3, I'm going with just the white and the gold. So I'm going to repeat the process that we used on the first 2 jars, adding your spray paint to the water, and then dipping your jar at an angle to make sure that it covers the entire surface of the jar. Once I dipped this jar though, I wanted more gold on it because I did have a smudge of black from my gloves. So I just went in, added more gold paint, and re-dipped the jar. For the first jar, I'm gonna add this gold and white ribbon to it. I'm going to wrap the gold and white ribbon around the jar multiple times. And once I get as much ribbon on the jar as I like, then I'm going to tie a bow, and this will just add another element of design to the hydro dip jar. For the second jar, I'm going to use this floral wire. I am wrapping the floral wire around the jar multiple times. Once I get enough wire wrapped around the jar, I'm going to cut the wire, and then I'm going to remove it from the jar and mold it into a bow. So I'm going to wrap the one end of the wire. It is very hard to get a hold of that wire. And I'm going to wrap it around the multiple loops just to secure it, pinch it together, and create a bow. And you'll see what the bow looks like in the next slide. For the third and final jar, I'm going to wrap the golden white ribbon around my fingers several times so that I can create a pom-pom of sorts. Now, once you get as much ribbon as you'll need, you'll make sure to tie off the center, and you'll want to create a knot. I tied it twice just to make sure that it was secure. And then I am going to cut both ends of the ribbon so that the ends will fray and open up. I'm attaching all three of my bows to my jars using hot glue. And here are the finished hydro dip jars. I think that the colors really pop against the background of the white. And these jars came out really pretty and really vibrant. They are going to make great centerpieces for my New Year's Eve party. I'm thinking of placing sparklers in one so that people can light them at the stroke of midnight. Maybe some pixie sticks in the other. And I'm not sure what else I'm going to place in the smaller jar. But I love how these came out, especially with this being my first attempt at doing hydro dipping. Let me know down below what you guys liked about this process, if you are going to try it, and what else I should try hydro dipping in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been watching my videos. I can't believe that I am coming up on the end of a decade, and with this year, 2019, being the year that I started my YouTube channel, it has been a wild and crazy ride. I have really enjoyed making all of my DIYs that I've made this year. I want to thank all of my DIY clubbers for joining the club, sharing my videos, liking my videos, and subscribing. Here's to a new decade with tons more DIYs. Thank you so much for joining me. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, I hope you're having a great day, as well as a great New Year's Eve. Be safe. Enjoy your time with family, loved ones, and friends. And always keep creating. All right, I'll see you guys next year.